you worry your pretty little heads, my quackers. Consider the nurse's ball paid for. All you have to do is ask the Quartermains.
Quartermains?
Well, yes, if you're really from Port Charles, of course, you know the Q's. They're the richest, most prosperous family in town. In fact, they're actually philanthropic to a fault. I know, because I was married to one.
You're right. The Quartermains are very rich and philanthropic, and that's why I took a meeting with them. Unfortunately, Tracy Quartermain shot me down.
Do you know anyone else that could help?
Of course I do. Let's see. Oh, I got it. What about that newspaper publisher, Victor Lord's bastard son? What's his name?
Manning?
That's it. Didn't I read that he moved to Port Charles earlier this year?
Yeah, he did. But unfortunately, he shot me down too. Actually, he laughed at me.
How rude. Okay. Fortunately, that upstart isn't the only one in Port Charles with deep pockets. Let's think. I know. Sonny Corinthos.
Yeah, we considered Sonny, actually, but we thought it wouldn't be such a good idea to have his name associated with the nurse's ball.
I get it. I guess in recent years, his reputation has, shall we say, darkened slightly. You know, in the day, way back, we kind of heard rumors and innuendos, but now we just say, well, he's a gangster. Everybody knows he's a gangster.
Are you sure there isn't anyone else you know of that can...
Okay, don't panic. Let me think. You know, I do travel in rather rarefied circles. Okay, there's got to be someone who can help us. Someone very, very rich. Think, Lucy. Think.
Wait, Miss Cole.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've seen the two of you in the break room. You've clearly taken her under your wing.
She's a student nurse.
Yeah, and not exactly my biggest fan.
Okay, we all work together. Let's not turn this into high school.
You two are the ones gossiping. Look, I'm not asking for you to tell me what she writes in her diary. All I want is full disclosure.
About what?
About how much Sabrina hates me and loves Patrick.
I'm gonna hide this. Hopefully you won't find it until next Christmas, 2012, when you're getting ready. And just know that there isn't anything that I want more than to be with you. And I cannot stand the thought of you being sad or lonely. And you might want to cut yourself off from the possibility of being happy again. But I need you to listen to me. You have to stop that right now, or you're going to end up being a bitter old man. And that is not good for you, and that is not good for our daughter. So I need to ask you something really big. Something that you have to do for me.
Okay, Robert, stay with us, okay? Obright's not going to get away with this. She injected you with something, okay? Right? Save your strength. You need to find someone to help.
Try and keep him conscious. I'll find someone hopefully we can trust.
All right.
Oh, she had...
Yes.
She had her.
What? It's okay, Robert. I know. Obrecht injected you. You're fine. You're going to be okay. Just stay with me, all right?
Anna?
Yes.
She has... She...
Robert!
You have to find a way to be happy. You know, she's small. She has a long life ahead of her. I want our little girl to grow up in a happy home. So I have to ask you to honor my memory and the memory that we have as a family by finding someone else to be a family with again. And so I am telling you, it's okay with me if you move on and open your heart to another woman.
Decided to be a surrogate because I chose Ellie over you?
No, I'm helping give Dante and Lulu a child. That's the most meaningful thing I could do for a friend. On the other hand, when did I decide to do this? You know, right after you chose Ellie instead of me.
Sorry.
It's just made me want to do something like bigger for myself. I didn't feel like I was really important, you know? I didn't feel like I mattered because I just told you I loved you with all my heart and soul, and then you said you didn't want me. Why did you do that? Was it because you were already with Ellie, or was it because of me? You just knew you couldn't love me.
So, you want me to underwrite the nurses' ball?
That's a great idea.
Well, it's an idea, but I don't know how great it was.
Oh, no, it's great. It's great. Sabrina's right. It's a great idea. And I would love to find the nurses' ball. It's just, right at the moment, my money is a bit tied up. And, I mean, come on, the time it takes for such a massive undertaking, you know, all the commitment I would have to make, I don't think I could do that. I mean, after all, I do have this glorious cosmetic empire to run.
But I know how important raising money to fight AIDS was for you. Shouldn't that take priority?
Well, of course, it's very
Even
important.
more so this year. Robin Scorpio Drake died last spring.
Yeah, I know. I would have given anything to be at her funeral. She was truly an inspiration to all of us. You know, I knew her, that kid. I knew her since she was a little girl, and I was just so happy when I found out that she had a family of her own.
Her husband is a brilliant neurosurgeon, and he's committed to keeping her legacy going. Actually, he can talk to you about it.
Oh, no, that's not necessary. Look, I know.
No, it won't be any trouble at all. No, Patrick, Dr. Drake, he will convince you. He wants his wife's work to continue so that her death will actually count for something.
I don't want you to be alone. You're an incredible man. You have a lot of love to give. She's out there. I mean, she's smart and she's funny and she will love you. And she will love Emma as if she were her own. So please, find someone who will make you a family again.
Come on, just tell me the truth about Sabrina.
Okay. Yes, Sabrina and I work together. And we're on the same committee for reviving the nurses' ball.
Speaking of, don't you find it interesting that she's decided to make that her pet project? A benefit that was a major cause for Dr. Scorpio Drake?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Sabrina making a move on Patrick. She figured the way to his heart was through his dead wife. That's why she won't shut up about her every time she's around him. It's nothing but Robin.
You want the truth? Here it is. Sabrina would be better for Patrick than you could ever hope to be.
I want Emma to have a mother figure, and quite frankly, you need a wife. I have to admit, I have vetted some candidates myself that are fit, nothing formal, of course. If you think it's weird watching this, I mean, think about how weird it is for me to pick out my replacement. Elizabeth, you're already friends. I know that she cares about you, and she would certainly make an incredible mother to Emma. I'm sure that there are women lined up around the block for you, so if that doesn't work for you, feel free to pick one out for yourself. But just know that if you pick wrong, I will come back to haunt you.
I got a doctor.
What? Can we trust him? Okay, we found him on the ground. He's unconscious. He's been injected with something. Where's that thing?
We found this in his chest.
This is Dr. Obrecht's wing. I need to page her.
No, we don't. No, she's the one who did this to him. You have to save him.
No, I'm sorry. Without knowing what she gave him, I
Here, does
cannot
this
help.
What is that?
Propofol.
It's propofol. That's a sedative, isn't it? Isn't that lethal in large doses? Isn't it lethal?
I'm sorry. If she gave him the entire vial, I cannot help.
No, just be honest, Spinelli. I mean, now that you're with Ellie, has it suddenly occurred to you that I'm all surface and nothing underneath? I mean, you need someone who can keep up with your brilliance like she can? I don't know, maybe all that love that you felt for me before, you realized you never really felt it at all?
Maxine, when you revealed your true feelings for me, I could hardly contain my joy. I wanted to scream, yes, of course I love you. And yes, I would choose you over Ellie in an instant.
But you didn't. You chose Ellie over me.
I had already decided that I couldn't spend one more day hoping that you'd fall in love with me. Despite your grace, your intelligence, and your incandescence, I had resolved to move on. I met Ellie. And she was open with me in regards to her feelings, and I returned those feelings. I can see a future with Ellie. But I still care about you. And I will always love you.
So, this is about Ellie and not me.
You know, you're not the first person to ask that if it weren't for Ellie, would I have accepted your declaration of love and fallen into your arms? And the answer is yes. If I hadn't met Ellie, I would be with you.
But you did meet her.
Maxie, you are not stupid. You're not shallow. You're not any of those characteristics that you assigned yourself. You are generous. You are beautiful. And you have a gracious heart. And you don't need... please believe me when I tell you that you don't need to be a surrogate to prove that you're important. Because you already are.
Thank you for believing that.
Maxie, are you really sure that you want to go through with this pregnancy?